actually. I don't have any pants. Maybe we could put us a pants. Hi, Harsh. How's it going? How is life? Hi, Eric. I'm here pondering life, whether I should give up, whether I should continue on. Oh, goodness. Today is gloomy. It's cloudy. It rained a few days ago. I know. We should never ever. Yeah. I think the sun's going to come out later. Yesterday I went to my friend's house. He cooked for me. And then I came home. Yeah. You know, sometimes I feel that the lies we have been told are too much. Like too many lies that we have been told. That a lot of us, we are chained by responsibilities. It's like I feel like the system, most people don't talk about this, but I think the system that we are grandfathered into is a slave system where, you know, you only have to be enslaved to something like your job, or, you know, so that you can pay the bills and meet your responsibilities. I feel like a lot of people have been lied to. And the lie that we see like the celebrities, they perpetuate the lies because you see them wearing nice clothes with all this makeup, all the smiles, the glitz and the glamour, and we are told to aspire to that lifestyle. And I'm like, it's a lie. First of all, it's a lie. But because of the media, the news, you know, they make you enslaved to that, the whole propaganda, the whole life. And even when it comes to religion, you know, they also want you to feel like your soul is not free. And I'm like, my soul is free, you know, but we are caught up in this system. Oh yeah, yeah. Hash is like he likes my life from the side. I'm kind of you know, so I'm kind of tired with all the lies. You know, when people talk about, oh, work-life balance, there is no work-life balance for you if you're an employee. That's the truth. It's the truth. What's her name? Her name is Chan Chanchai. Chanchai. Let me make sure I can see it clearly. Chanchai. Chanchai. That's a cute name. It's not hard to pronounce. Chanchai is quite easy. Chanchai. Hello, Chanchai. Welcome to Post-Traumatic Bliss, where we unlock the secrets to have a long, happy, and successful life. If you let if you let society define what success is for you, you're going to be You're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. Define your own success, because everything we are being sold is a lie. They want to give you a job, they make your work conditions very miserable, and then they start selling you the idea of work-life balance, which you only get if they give you the privilege, when the true lie is your time and your life is your own. Your life and your time, they belong to you. You can decide not to work for anybody who doesn't want to respect your time. But nobody wants to tell us that. Give me one sec. I know it's easy to say, but it's harder to feel this way. I miss you more than I should, and I thought I could. Can't get my mind off you. I know it's easy to say, but it's harder to feel this way. I miss you more than I should, than I thought I could. Can't get my mind off you. Can't get my mind off you. I know it's easy to say, but it's harder to feel this way. I miss you more than I should, than I thought I could. Can't get my mind off you. Can't get my mind off you. Can't get my mind off you. I know it's easy to say, but it's harder to feel this way. I know that's how I feel about life. Like sometimes I just feel that it's hard to tell people to wake up from a system that's making them fall asleep when they want to fall asleep. Like, what the fuck? Why are you wanting to make them wake up when they don't even want to wake up? What the fuck? They don't want to wake up. Let them fucking sleep. Because nobody ever is going to tell you that the system is designed to kill your brain cells, to frustrate you. Nobody's gonna tell you that. If you don't figure that you're out on your own, you will follow the system. And I'm telling you, it's a road to nowhere. It's literally a road to nowhere. You've been lied to all your life. All your life. I don't know, from the education system to working in a cubicle, you're not going to find happiness there. There'll be no real joy. The system is designed to make you depressed. If you're feeling depressed in life, it's a good reaction to the fucked up system that we are in. And if you're feeling traumatized, this system is meant to traumatize you, to pay you little and extract more labor from you until you go at a negative. And when you start going at a negative, guess what? You're going to be depressed and traumatized. I know y'all want to come here so that I can tell you happy things, so that you can be happy, so that I can feed you into this soulless delusion that you've been grandfathered into, and tell you that somehow there's a light at the end of that tunnel. There's no light at that end of that tunnel. The system has nothing for you if you follow it. I can guarantee you that 1000%. But who am I to tell you? You just want to find out on your own. You want to find out on your own. You will. Hi, Marilyn. Nice to see you here. You want to figure it out on your own, that somehow you're going to be happy. Let me ask you, why do you think we have divorce rates like 50%? Why all of a sudden they tell you 50% of marriages just break apart, and it leaves a lot of kids who are like feeling vulnerable inside, feeling, rejected, terrible inside, and you wonder, like, this is such a bad thing. It affects people's mental health. They grow up feeling vulnerable, rejected, and the reason they feel that rejection and vulnerability is because they believe that this marriage was meant to stay for a lifetime. Their families were supposed to last for a lifetime. And so when that doesn't match up to their situation, they feel bad, they feel sad, they feel depressed, because they've been brought up into this thinking, into this system way of thinking. And when they don't match up to the expectations of the system, they feel sad about themselves. No, the system is designed to make you fail. So stop feeling bad about your life. You're doing just fine. I have very few friends. I wouldn't say I have zero friends, but I have close to zero friends. Because even friendship is overrated. Let me tell you. I have very few friends, and those are the friends that I am not willing to backstab, and they are the friends that I'm trusting that they cannot backstab me. Because there are people that I am already willing to backstab because they are not my friends. I'm ready to throw them under the bus because they are not my friends. But then there are friends that I hold in such... I know it's terrible to say this. Then there are friends that I hold in high regard, and those ones I'm not willing to backstab. But that's life. I think that's life. You kind of learn the hard way. You learn that there are spaces you will walk into and people are willing to backstab you. Ooh, oopsie. If you have many friends, you've never been betrayed. You haven't tested betrayal and figure out that the human being can be very deceptive. I've seen people getting betrayed by their own parents, people who brought them into this life. You wonder, like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? That your own mom can steal money from you? What the hell? And give it to one of your siblings because they favor them more or whatever? There are people like that. I hope my boobs are not showing. It's morning. It's a Sunday morning. I'm thinking out loud. So if you're in this channel and you're coming, just know I'm thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out my mind's out loud. Because that's what I do. where will a human being go to find freedom? Hmm? Where will you find freedom as a human being? From the systems of this world. From the systems of this world. Everybody is trying to market you to go to live in a system. Whether it's the religious people, they want you to be in that system. Whether it's the school people, they want you to go into that system. Like, people want you to tell you how to think, how to feel. Why is that important? That they tell me what to think, what to feel. I mean, people have all these books that they need me to read. Read this, read that, read that. Why is it that they want me to side with them so badly? You know, you even the wars that are happening, countries fighting each other, everyone is like, we are the ones who are right, we are on the righteous side, we are the good people. Why do you want me to tell me how to think? Let me see for myself. Let me look at the situation for myself and see for myself. Hash, why you, Timan, why are you asking me how many friends I have? How many friends do you have? Do you trust people? I mean, let me know what you think about these systems that we are in. You know, do you think, that how lucky do you feel in life? I think when you're working, you always, you kind of, let me see how this camera, kind of lazy today. When you're working, and people want to make you feel happy about your job by buying you pizza or donuts. I really hate it. Like, I really hate it. Like, why are you buying me pizza and donuts? Like, it almost feels like you're making this situation that's already worse more terrible for me. Like, I don't want your donuts and I don't want your pizzas. Like, I don't want it. Like, why do people at work do that? Like, I'm working, I'm exhausted, this is a boring place, and you're buying me pizza and donuts to make it better? What the fuck? Some of these things kind of like frustrate me. Like, I feel frustrated. you know? Most people, they don't want to change the actual environment, the actual things that make an environment like terrible. So the only way that they choose to go is to make it worse. Instead of making work more enjoyable, more fun for employees, in a real way, they buy pizza, like terrible food. You would think they'd try to buy something better, like more ethnic food, like Indian food. Then people will be like, oh yeah, we have Indian food, that's so great. Oh, there's Thai food. Like, they don't even choose food that's going to make you happy. They just make you food that's going to make you have cancer, and and you're supposed to be grateful for it. I'm like, I don't know. And then there are people who even act excited about it. Oh yeah, we have this morning, like, donuts. Fuck morning donuts. Who wants morning donuts? Who is excited about pizza? Like, who? Like, are we 2-year-olds? This is why I don't like working environments. Like, am I a 2-year-old that you want to appease me with pizza? And probably what I really want to get done is that you respond to my emails on time. That's all I want. I don't care for the pizza. All I want is I want to go out on a Friday, like leave early on Friday. I don't care about pizza. It just makes me stay in this raggedy place eating shit that I don't even want to put in my mouth. Like, why don't you give me 2 days off every single month? You know, like add me something that's valuable to me. Hi, Ray. I'm here. I'm here ranting about toxic work environments. The systems we are fed into. We are given these systems that don't make sense. Like, the system doesn't make sense. First of all, the job pays shit, like real shit money that you can't even do shit with. Like money. So it's kind of like, I'm going to this job that doesn't pay me well, but everybody keeps telling you, oh, go to school, get a job, go to school, get a job. I'm telling you, the system is rigged. I'd rather you start figuring out how to sell whatever that you can sell and how to figure out how to live a cheap life, like a very cheap life. This is what I'm also trying to figure out to do, like get a cheap place to live, a cheap life where I don't have to put too much effort into something and then get little out of it. You know, like math ain't adding up, because when you're putting into something more than what you're getting out, it means somebody is benefiting from your labor. Somebody is benefiting from the energy that you're going negative on. Somebody else is living a life of luxury because of your pain. That's the slave system that we are in. That's the system that they don't want you to see. That's why they want you to keep you at this job that's boring, that doesn't pay you more, and the only way that they can appease you, they're not going to buy you Indian food, or they're not going to buy you like Thai food. No, they're going to fucking bring you pizza and donuts, because these food are going to just keep you in stress mode and keep you in that loop where they want you to be. They're not here for, when people say, oh, work-life balance, trust me, your employer is hearing you say work-life balance, and they're looking at you and they're like, oh, you think that you can live a life of luxury off of me, you employee? And you're coming here to my place of where I give you a job, and you're starting to tell me work-life balance. They're looking at you and wondering, like, who do you think you are? You know, like, who the fuck told you that this is the place that you get work-life balance? Under my paycheck, under my roof, under the job that I gave you. And you're coming here to talk about work-life balance. You will know that you're my bitch and I'm paying you, and I'll give you donuts, I'll give you pizza, whether you like it or not, take it or leave it. That's the situation you're in. That's the situation you're in as an employee. If you want a good life, you go get your own good life. But let me tell you, when they tell you to go to school, get a job, this is the life they are grandfathering you into. This is the system that they are grandfathering you into, where they say jump and you ask how high. It's not a life of freedom. It's a life of servitude. And I'd rather you know what you're getting into than to think that this life is going to afford you freedom to travel, to be with your family, to raise your kids, to spend time with them, because it's not. And you'd rather know that from the onset. I'd rather you know that from the onset than to be deluded that it's going to give you anything other than the bare minimum. If you want more than the bare minimum out of life, go try to create that life for yourself. somewhere, somehow. And good luck to you, because it's not an easy thing to do. It's never an easy thing to do. First of all, you're going against the grain. And second of all, um, Ray is like, just keep ranting. First of all, you're going against the grain and you're going against the system. And people are going to see you as crazy because you fucking went against the system. That's what you did. You went against the system. You are told to go to school and go get a job. And, it's not like you're going to go to school and then you're going to graduate and then we are going to hand you a job. Nobody's handing you a fucking job. It's survival for the fittest trying to get that stupid job. It's not the best job, but it's survival for the fittest. And you're going to struggle to get that job, And most of the times, people are not saying no to you because you did a bad interview or because you're stupid or because you didn't qualify or even because somebody is better than you. That's not the reason that they don't give you the job. They're just not giving you the job because you didn't go to high school with them. They don't know your family. They just don't know who you are. That's the reason mostly people don't give you the job, is because they don't know you. And secondly, when people get to know you, a little bit of their prejudice can go down. It's just kind of like, this is how people make decisions. Maybe you've been on a dating app and you're swiping. Some people you swipe right, some people you swipe left. We don't know really why you do that. Even if we were able to ask you, like, why did you swipe this person right and this person left? You just don't know. You just had a feeling. And we all know feelings are stupid. Feelings can be misinformed. Feelings are not always accurate. But that's how people are giving out jobs, based on a feeling. Do I like this guy or do I not like this guy? People can like you and dislike you for so many things. People will like you if you're beautiful. People will like you if you have the same color or the skin color that they want. People will like you because maybe you're a happy person, or they assume that there's something that they can get from you. Some people will give you a job because they think, oh, she's sexy. Oh, maybe I might get a chance with her in life somewhere. People are just making these random decisions. So when you go to the job market, it's not usually also because of experience. It's really like, look at some of the most people who have like a lot of work and a lot of positions. They're some of the dumbest people, and they have them. Why is it that they, like, somebody is dumb and they have like these high positions? Is because who they know, the circles they were born into. They could be horrible people. It really doesn't matter with human beings. And so when you are taught that the system is fair, that, oh, if you just work hard enough, you'll get the job, the system is not fair. And if you're working hard and you go try to get a job and you're not getting the job and you're there like beating yourself up, you're beating yourself up because you're like, oh, I did all this, I did this and that, and I'm still not moving ahead because the system is unfair and it's rigged, and it doesn't matter sometimes how much you work, you might not get there. People are told that the people at the top work very, very hard. That's how they got there. And so you're working hard and you're not getting there, and you're thinking, what is wrong with me? I must be lazy. You're not fucking lazy. It's the fucking system that is meant to make you think that you're crazy. And now you start getting depressed and feeling bad about yourself. You're not the one to blame. It's the fucking system. But unless you can see the system clearly and figure out, oh shit, this system was all along rigged and I didn't see it clearly, That's what I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That it's not you. It's not you. The system be making you feel like you're crazy, but you are not. It's a fucking system. That's why the only escape you can have is this determine. The only freedom that you can have is to determine success by your own terms and tell everybody else to go fuck themselves, because you're not going to fall into the idea that success is going to be determined by anybody else other than you. If you think living in a mad hat, that away from people, miserable people, that is what success is for you, then that's what it is. And everybody else can go fuck themselves. You decide what success is for you. Stop looking at the system. Stop looking and thinking like, if I work this system, I'll meet success, because you're defining success by how they determine success to you, and you're never going to ever be happy. If you care about your happiness, even one fucking little bit, determine what success means for you, not we, the system, decides what success is for you. Because if I tell you that success means that you marry somebody and you stay in that institution of marriage for the rest of your life, this person may beat you, they might abuse you, they might spit on you, and then you will stay in that relationship because you want to please people and you want to look successful in the eyes of the system at the expense of your own sanity, your health, your state of mind, at the expense of everything. A lot of people think that there's something wrong with you. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to be more enlightened, to just not play with the system. It's fire, but it's so hard to escape the conditioning of the system, because you will always be conditioned by the system. The media is always telling you how marriage is a good institution. And if you're in an abusive marriage, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I not happy in this institution? I was sold that this is a good thing. Why the fuck am I a slave in this relationship? Because you did not determine happiness on your own terms. You did not figure it out what it means for you specifically to be happy. If you have doubts on how to free yourself from this, that's why I offer coaching. You should be subscribing on my channel right this minute, liking and commenting here below if anything I'm saying sounds remotely familiar to you. If you want to free yourself from this stupid matrix, you have to know that every day you wake up, every day you go on social media, every day you watch the news, they are trying to condition you. They are trying to prime you for their own stupid agendas that will not even make you happy. Let me tell you, it's a wicked world. Wicked. Wicked world. It's a wicked world nobody's telling you about, They are going to advertise the few successful people that they have decided will win in the system, and then they are going to parade them around the internet, the TV, your channels. The few successful people, they're going to parade them. And then you're going to wonder, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why can I not work hard enough so that I'm able to do that, to be as successful as they want me to be? Because they are parading these people. These people are their models that they want you to look at and admire. But these people are the people who are perpetuating their systems, whether they're perpetuating the system of patriarchy, whether it's white supremacy, whether it's feminism, whatever system, whatever agenda they want. They will pick the few successful people and they will parade them around you, and so that you can aspire for that life, and then you pay into their systems, and then they're probably, they might choose you, they might not choose you. I don't know. I'm not God. I don't know who wakes up one day and they decide, okay, this person wins. This, we get to choose this one. But let me tell you, as long as it's not your agenda, as long as that you're looking for other people to be like, oh, pick me, please, pick me on your system so that I can be successful. Just know that system is rigged. Whatever system you're in, it's rigged. And if the odds are not, if you're not, if the odds are not in your favor, they will use you and dump you. Yeah. Ray's like, this is 100%. What I'm saying is 100%. It's not out there. Obviously there are people who know this system, there are people who know it, but we just have to figure out. They tell us to work hard. When they tell you, oh, work hard, you're going to eventually make it. I'm not saying you don't work hard, but I'm telling you that it might be so rigged too against you that it doesn't matter what you do. You know, um, that's why figuring out your own special little life outside of the big, big, big apple, just figure out your own little wonderful life. That's where you're guaranteed 100% win. 100% win. When you figure out your own little world, your own little world where you can be happy. Once you figure that out, they cannot come and take that from you. These metrics cannot take that away from you if you figured it out for yourself. But other than that, they gonna take, they like to take. I know it's easy to say, but it's harder to feel this way. It's harder to feel this way. It's so hard to feel this way. When you don't even, like, people will never one day wake up and decide, oh, let's create a fair system. Like, let's make this world, a fair system. Let's just do that. It'll never be like that. So if, like, and this was kind of like my moment when I realized, like, I fucking need to wake up. I realized I fucking need to wake up to how the world is, not how I want the world to be or how I was taught the world is. When you grow up with Christian values, you're told, make the world a better place, kind of be selfless, put other people first, all that. But no fucking way. People are selfish. People are the default place that people are operating from is they are selfish and unfair. So if you're out there thinking that people will be fair with you, I'm telling you, you're going to be disappointed. 100%. There is no fairness. Like why was Einstein, he makes all these discoveries that benefit us, the theory of relativity. Why didn't he die like one of the richest people? Because that's not how things work. That's not even how we reward things anymore. The people who benefit are the people who create systems. And when they create systems so that those systems can favor them. Let me tell you some, like an example. The American system is created mainly by white people. And so they use the system to benefit white people. And so when black folks are wondering, why is this system racist? Why is it not working for us? Well, because you did not create the system. The people who created the system wanted to work for them. And if you're out there like thinking, oh, why is this system not fair? It's not gonna be fair. It's not meant to be. Although, and yeah, and that's the system. If women, like, let's look at the system of patriarchy. Most systems are created by men, and women are like, these systems are not equitable for women. They are not taking into account our needs. Guess what? That's how it is. They were created by people, by men, so it favors patriarchy. Think about people with disabilities. They always say that these systems that we create, we don't take into their individual needs when we are creating systems. For example, people don't create houses thinking that a disabled person might move in, or they themselves might become disabled. So they are not making places wheelchair accessible. They are not making places accessible for people who are blind, because that's the system that they are creating. They are totally blind to the fact that, people with disabilities will need this particular thing or that particular need. And the problem is, when they are deciding to build houses or build homes, they are not consulting with people with disabilities so that they can know that, okay, this is kind of a disability that we need to take into account when we are building houses. Or have you seen like people who are short, like tiny people? Like, why don't we have like homes in every neighborhood for a tiny person? Somebody who needs a smaller bathtub, a smaller sink, a shorter roof, somebody who doesn't need all this. They have to make their own accommodations by buying things they can climb on, things that they can do that. When it's not like we don't have the expertise to do that, is we don't have the willingness to want to do it. To want to do it. To want to do it. I mean, and you can see these weaknesses in the system, and maybe those are the weaknesses that you can exploit to build your own brand, to build your own business, to build your own things, because the system is not perfect. And we don't have to live under a system that doesn't work for everybody. We can build our own life, unless we kind of one day wake up and we realize that we kind of have that freedom to build whatever is different from the system and push it towards making it mainstream. That's where our power lies. And a lot of things you see, for example, I've seen with Black culture, is because they've been pushed away out of the mainstream, and so they've built an entirely different world from what white people live and what Black people live. And you look at those both worlds, and it's like they are all good worlds, but you can see one is a reaction to the lack of accommodation from one system. This is what I'm saying. Like, if the systems, you can see that the systems are sabotaging you. They're not making you move forward. They're not making you live life successfully according to your own terms of what success is. You can always change it completely. You can decide to build something and exploit those weaknesses, and they're going to be successful, and you're going to be much more happier and more healthy. Mm. peace, peace. If you're here and you haven't liked my video, please like my videos. I mean, it should be like duh, duh, duh. There are systems that I never fell into. You know, like, I mean, there are, like, I like families and I like to see people like having families, having fun. But I knew that wasn't my path because I didn't grow up in a family. And there are people who it works for and there are people it doesn't work for. But we are being fed the same thing, that if we all eat the same food, we are going to all turn out the same way. It don't work like that. Life. Life be like, wait a minute. So, I mean, what I'm saying is, if you feel depressed about life, if you feel like, this is just not working, I want you to know there's nothing wrong with you. You did nothing wrong. It's the way the system is, is the way the system is designed. The only solid response to this system sometimes is depression. Sometimes um, uh, the system would work perfectly if everybody was educated and it was the highest level of education and we were all in the same page and we were all working towards a single thing, which is humanity and creating a peaceful world for the animals, for the plants, and for the people living in it. But that's not that's not how it's designed to be. It's not the way it's designed to be because in reality, people are selfish. And they will justify that to the ends of the world. So I'm not saying, that it's not even the system. Sometimes it's our understanding of the system that's so messed up that we are not able to see, we kind of don't want to see the inherent evil in the system, and then we are disappointed when it's not working. And you're like, it's kind of like going to the ATM machine and you're trying to get money out of that ATM machine and you're fake. What is wrong? You know? And you realize that, well, you're shaking, you're not using the card, or maybe you're using the wrong numbers, or or maybe the ATM was has been out of order for maybe for 10 months. You don't even know this information. Is our misunderstanding of the system that can really get us hurt, get us disappointed in a sense. 52 minutes. I like doing 1 hour videos, but anyway, I did my nails yesterday. These nails, this finger, but you can see the other ones are kind of old. I repaired these ones, and I did my toes. You can see them, but I got them done. Cute, 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 cute. It feels nice when you're a girl and you kind of like, kind of like do your hair. I like beauty routines. It's time I go make a shower. I take a shower, do some makeup. Oh shoot, I need to pay my bills. Mm, 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 mm. Anyways, let me call this girl. Hi, Imresh. Hey, oh, how are you? Okay, acting. Ndĩ haha ũng'ethetie kũng'ethia mũng'ethios.
And your YouTube channel became got so many followers. I'm so happy for you.
Guy, asante. Nina, can I grow? Can I grow? Kashano, can I grow?
Why? Okay, yeah, follow us. You the teacher. Why? It's not a joke.
Can me tell you, I'm consistent. Oh, I'm consistent. Oh. Tahebia wone uria nie ngukorwo wega. Just send me, girl, just send me $100. Just send me $100. You will see. You will see how happy I get. Me, I'm not a bad person. I don't have depression. Just send me $100. Just send me, you know.
It's funny how 99% of our problems we solve if we have money. If you money come and I was thinking I want that video in TikTok motivated and you get a blank check from the universe, you feel how much money you want. I wouldn't mind like 2 million, 2 billion, 2 billion today. Or 2 billion, 2 billion.
No, just yes. Yeah, people think I have a bad attitude. I'm not happy. I'm like, just send me $5,000. I go do my nails, my hair. You know, you will see. I don't have depression. You will see. You will see the other side of me. It's money. You will see the other side. Nikusota. When there's no monies, I'm not happy. What's wrong with you? What don't you get?
What are you doing this Sunday morning?
Yeah, I'm just here, Nicolive. People are not liking my videos. People come here, they don't want to make me happy. They just don't like my videos. Nashindwa, like, why you on my live stream? You don't like my videos. Make me happy.
I know. But I like to stream it on TikTok and
YouTube. Me, I don't care anymore, Diana. I stopped caring like when? Me, I stopped caring a long time ago, guy. Me, once I realized that the system is designed to make people frustrated and mad and unhappy. Oh. I stopped caring. Well, no, like Diana, seriously, how many people do you see at wameenda university wamesoma and they're still broke? The system is rigged. It's a stupid system. And then you should care. And then how many people do you see? Ata hajasoma, ata hana anything, but akona do, anaishi vizuri, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Kwani kunaendangaje? People don't. Una waste pesa zako ukienda kusoma badala ujenge nyumba. Urathiĩ gũthomera ndwake kanyũmba. Ona angĩkorwo nĩ ka nyeki. He? no komborithie mũndũ ũngĩ hau aikare kanyeki nawe okorwo landlord is the system. The system is the system. Na yokorwo na ga system gaku hau. Hebu nikwambie Diana, afadhali kuishi hata maybe kwa slum na unaishi kwa kanyumba kako na umekombolesha watu wawili watatu hapo. You are king.
On the other side of that property, wakati nyumba tatu huko unatoa huko quality ya. At the end of the month, modern yako unioikia pesa yako. And that is free money coming in every month.
Shares na watu. Depression is real.
Depression ya wenye wanajitakia kukua na maisha ya stress.
Keeping up with the Joneses. Niki uraria kirasama wega guo kinya ni ndiraigua kari. Even me, I kana ni chapo no ria ni njiriga chapo.
So I just warmed it and then that's okay pasta na smoky that's on the camera just smoky that's can you put in that like a mix and match see na tamai people are gonna do them around this whole weekend so I've just been making some snacks so don't correct
The smoky to a farmer's choice. Hakuna smoky. East or west home is best. Hakuna sausage better kama za farmer's choice. Guys.
No, really, as a farmer's choice. I don't think I have farmer's choice.
Oka order hau uguo tajikereria uguo.
I live literally outside the gate of farmer's choice.
Kai.
Don't be that call your theater.
Oh, haria waikaraga hakuhi na Nancy?
So whenever I need something, it's a walking distance.
Ni ndahota guthama njoke Kenya. Guku ni guku ame. Akamoto. Pesa kugoko sithirire. I sleep, I wake up, I have money. God is good. Tadomirai. People think like uko hapa, you're ranting, you're not happy. I tell you, send money, you will see. You will see smiles. Hey, I wouldn't go Dora kwenda holiday.
I can imagine. Oh, little fun. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. No, we can't.
Nindonire tũbica twaku Instagram.
Oh my God. Oh, I had the best time ever.
I saw.
I had such a good time. I cannot even lie.
Aki, it's nice to go somewhere and just relax and just feel that life, that life is good. Life is good.
I know. I had such a good 2 weeks. She was here for 2 weeks. We had such a nice time. I cannot even. I did not have a good time.
Could relax. Ndani leta fisato wanyu. I was like, "Kai kafataya, afatari hawa."
And
Yes.
then it was all inclusive. I'm telling you, I ate and I drank and then I ate some more. By the time I was coming back home, I was up 5 kgs. Now I am in the gym, lifting weights and jumping for so that I can lose all that weight again. But it was worth it.
But you see, like somehow you are looking for maybe to have a holiday, and then you put those dots in the universe. And I'm mtu mzuri unajipata duniani. Oh, Diani.
What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
At the beginning of the year, I was like, I woke up one morning and I was like, I'm done sitting in the house. I'm just done being bored. And I decided, yeah, universe, this year I want to travel and travel.
kutoe kamoshi hapo hivyo. Kilifi.
The universe is very generous. It listens to your intentions and it gives you exactly what you desire.
Ni kweli.
I've been going and going. Even when I sit in the house, I feel like I'm going to go mad because why the hell am I in the house? You're supposed to be going
bara huende. Maisha. People need to go places. Nega sai ngonyuaga ũguo. Nega sai kauga tiracama wega ũguo mũno. Sorry to say. Sai wa ndubia. Itakinyuaga sukari. Urenda njĩke atĩa na sukari nĩ ĩheaga protein. Niĩ ndakorire Diana Priest. Ndakorire. Ũreciria niĩ ndanogire ni ndaugire ndikwenda gũkorwo gold digger. Ndonire mathabu mau ti mega. Na niĩ ndirenda wĩra ũcio mũtarĩ mũrugĩre. Who wants to be a gold digger? Not me.
I don't know whether it is laziness or what it is, but on Anita Mahadija Hota.
Ndirenda. Kai, me, I have such a bad attitude. I can't be a gold digger. Niĩ nĩ ũkũmena. Ndagĩka igĩrĩ. Dakika mbili. Hiyo kuga kĩirĩtu gĩkĩ ona gĩtingĩhota kũ gold dig. Kai.
We were talking about some chick who had been married by some millionaire. And then Akemora thought no, she cheated because he could not have children. And then
Yeah. See, it's not for everyone. It's not, you're too educated. Where is he? Mimi na wewe hatuwezi. We can't make to be trophy wives. I'm a gold diggers. Like, it requires training.
Because the minute you start talking at me, I'm going to forget the life and probably punch you in the face. No, rather, you have to come in and I don't think what happened.
Yani, in this world, I think women, we still can have our own opportunities. You know, we can me ukiona mtu kama Cardi B anachitiwa na mtu kama Offset and she's making more money than him, I'm like, what the hell? You know.
I know. I think it's just as ugly. But there's a lady who said we need to start telling people men they're ugly because it is behavior. It is women like Cardi B dating ugly ass niggas like Offset that make them think they are all that.
Nima guy, Shana Rambo, and then she talks nice.
And then she goes and collects Offset from the garbage bin that she was dropped in.
Akamodhabia, anamuosha, washes him clean. Let me tell you, these women who are pick-me's, you know, like what me usema, whatever problem you have, go heal before you go date people. Todo utaokota kitu. Oi. Ugatora.
I have never forgotten those ones, and it has been over 13 years. It's been over 15 years.
No, didi kanan.
This one is the one we are going to date.
Nani ndakwiriria guo within seconds ndamuona ngikwira oyo. Kanua gaka gakwa will land me in trouble. Weka mdomo wewe.
But now thinking about it years later, I thank God I walked away because what in the nonsense was that guy.
Guy Kenya ajui. Alikuwa anakutekia advantage. That's why I didn't like him. That's a...
make matters worse after something like 12 years last year akacheza ati demosi ya ile todo getumia kiria mali na kio kikikiria ya to bile ati yale ati getiare kai himile they used to brag for me my son, you know, my son sleep my family only for the mother to ask for DNA test because the mother did not trust that piece of trash. And then she refused to show up for the DNA because the kids are not his. And then she looks for me after 12 years. I said, they must hear it.
Thani gutire mundu urenda twara tuu twake twara tungiumira twi tuiro ta mbiro ngai tigo. Mi ati mtu ananitafuta nimzalie mimi. Do I look like a baby factory to you. Na ndũrĩ thoni.
He's a disappointment to humanity.
Okay, mimi siwezi mhurumia. Hiyo etagwo rĩrĩ, the universe giving you what you deserve. Etagwo revenge. Yani umekuwa ukicheat on wasichana, you've been cheating here and there and there and there. You finally find the girl that you want to have kids with, and she decides, nigga, I'm going to have kids with another person, and I'm going to make you raise those kids. Yani, you waste your time, and then you figure out those kids are not yours. Why? The universe can give you. Yani, it serves you cold. Cold.
You should have seen my face when the aunt told me. When the aunt told me, I think the kids are not his. What? Because the way he had looked for me so consistently. Let me just go and see what is going on. Then he sits me down and starts telling me, oh, you know, I know I was not a good boyfriend to you. I know I was not this, I was not that. Like, what else? It's just that now he knows the kids he got are not his, he wants children.
Ici ironda cia ngoro ũtwarĩre mũndũ ũngĩ gũkũ ndũngĩona honio.
Actually, I told him, you're a disappointment to your mother, you're a disappointment to women, you're a waste of oxygen. It is better if you are just dead. At least you'll be fertilizer for the earth. At least he will be dead, he will be useful to the earth, so he will turn into fertilizer.
All this time alikuwa Mr. Kadinya, kumbe hakuwa anatoa kitu, ilikuwa blank. Kushoot blank hapa na venye umeterrorize wasichana na mapenzi. Umeterrorize wasichana na mapenzi. You're shooting blank. Hey. Ginya mutumia gathie gwetha ciana kundu kungi ni kurigwo he ruru hii dunia ina humor ina thi Ngai watha me men
Imagine if I had a child for him or later on after that all these years later, the thought of I tried to get a good life. My friends. I don't have problems.
Hakuna haja. Mi husema people huambia watu follow your heart. Wewe kwenye whatever makes you genuinely happy. Unaona? Kwa sababu this world people have their own systems. And they might not work for you. Anataka kukurecruit into a system.
I do not have any intention to be one of the careers.
People want to recruit you into a system that is going to exploit you and leave you dry, down and low.
I'm not going to be one of those people that get sucked into that madness.
Yani women get recruited to be baby mamas. Na these Kai, una sign up na hujui una sign up. Wai. By the time Ni ndirakwira atiriri Diana tondu mini I see these things. The moment wona kairetu nekambia gwikira tumbo cut. The moment wambia kuona karero na gicicio iguo gakenda kuonania how curvy I am, Is my ass popping out? Are people looking at me? Weka iretu kau, ugatengerie ihenya igima gekirwo birth control. Tondu maundu ma nduma mekagirwo nduma by the time maroko theri-inĩ rĩ kimefika mwisho. Mi nakwambia akimaliza form 4 etha 500 wambe ihenya uikarage ukimenya we ndukundehera ugwati at least in the next tondu ona arikia form 4 nona akinyetie miaka 26 mundu wena miaka 26 ni ambagia kugia sense but si kupata mtoto ukiwa 2021 you know ndagakorwo niwe the playing ground for men ati you know ati anakuwa ati ni yeye sasa atakuwa baby mama ndukareke enda onangikorwo ni 500 uthie make sure ni ekirwo to no plant kana ke whatever ndagathakirwo tondu don't joke with Kenyan men ni moyo wira wao na wanaifanyanga mzuri. Unless ni msichana anajua kakala ndakurega gwikira makeup ndakurega gwikira wega atavutia mtu ningioka maka agĩrĩirwo kũmaka tondu we uramurora nduramenya nũngi uramurora we no defense ya mbere ni urakimimenya on number 1 kana ni urenda kurera ciana your grandchildren korwo ndurakienda gwitwo cucu tukirikia thimu ino tukirikia thimu I'm telling you the truth. Wewe unachukulia kama mchezo, this is not a joke. Diana, we will be called grandma soon if you don't take care of business. Ndetuguo ndirakwira wambia kuona nikarekera tumbo cat oguo surururu ni njiraga andu makarega because unajua mwana ucio ana depend on you kama mamake because you love her to make the right decisions for her because she doesn't know what's out there. Si wewe even ona tongehaishia kala muti iguru ndagiona as far as you can see she can't because newe urona when ni urona nie ndirenda mwana wako agie mwana by below the age of 26 tondu ambia kugia mwana before she's 26 it means by the time at 26 agakorwo na twana twiri kana tutatu you know because the more akipata mtoto wa kwanza and then maybe arukwe, ataanza kufeel I need to be in a relationship, kukua na family. Hajui hawa wanaume wamezoea mambo ya kuruka. No imugotire mundu witikagia nginya akinye hau. Wirarara mchezo venye inachezwa. Wewe unajua mchezo, ndokareke usilet achezwe. Nijuga kwani birth control, how much is birth control? Uende make sure mtoto wako nayo na ame keep active. Si pesa mingi kucompare na kulea mtoto. Dogothira. Ndirakwira, that's the last assault. Ndirakwira Diana, that will be the last assault. Wewe ayai. What? Kurathimwo ni ukurathimwo. Irathimo ziko mingi sana. If you want to be blessed with grandchildren, you will get blessed with grandchildren. Tokerekia thimu ino. Niogokinya. The moment waigua ati ni ara send the message, ninaenda kwa kina Pato. What? Kai hado ufundithie mwana tene, like ni wewe uta decide who you are going to date. Koguo ri oregane fio na tucharito tutwa penny mbili. Kwenda you don't me siku hizi kwanza watoto wasichana mimi I don't even know what to say. Kuna ugonjwa na huko nje you can get pregnant like where me hata mimi mwenyewe even right now in this dating market right now huku Los Angeles I hear there is that strain of gonorrhea that is not responding to antibiotics and it's spreading. Yeah, it is spreading because like people are just online dating, meeting up, hooking up, spreading it. Mimi, I don't want. Mimi, I don't want. Mimi, I don't want. Mimi, I don't want that strain. Where? Where? It is. Alafu, people move, especially people do move a lot from Los Angeles to Nairobi. So it's so easy kuipeleka hapo Nairobi, and then unajua how people in Nairobi are. Ikifika tu Nairobi, it's too, you put gas on the fire. Brrrr. Eh? Mimi, I can tell you, if it's in Nairobi, 100% it's the gonorrhea that is here in Los Angeles. Imetoka huku Los Angeles, imeenda Nairobi, because Nairobi is a tourist hub. And then people are always moving from LA to Nairobi. Mimi, ogopa. Sukari si kitu mzuri. Niye nekio ndirakwirire. Mie ona ndiriunyuaga handubia. Hey, inasaidia. At least utagonjeka. I'm understanding. Mimi nina understand. I am on your side. Oyo ndugari ni urakorwo a problem. This summer heat. It's a problem. Akidotige kugwata bote tondu riu nie ni ndiramicuthiriria. I tell you. Me, I don't know what I have done the last 40 years of my life. I don't know. Guy, you look at it. It's coming. It's coming. It's 40. Nani daddy, what has happened? At least when you get your kid at the Sianari. Guy. Niyo natibia ate ni utonga ate ki Ngai ni na maisha aya maisha no magozubaisha wikare moto mozubai. Oh, even pets. Kai. hĩndĩ ndĩrona vision 2020 kweli niĩ ndiarĩ na kĩrĩa ndiarĩ na vision he kai life no ĩgũcheze mũthako ũreciria wĩ mũũgĩ kumbe wĩ kĩrimũ we kai ndũgathake na life. Don't cheza with life, you will be a victim. Ũgũkora wĩ victim. Nĩ ũgũkora of your own stupidity. No wambĩrĩte hanyũke atĩ njũke US gũkũ gũtirĩ maica.
No menya hĩndĩ ĩyo rĩ no ndũkiuga ũguo tondũ rĩrĩ if you remember clearly hĩndĩ ĩyo rĩ twerĩtwo atĩa kuma tene twatũire tweteithio that atĩ America is the American dream twatũraga twĩragwo ũrĩa maica rũraya nĩ mega ũrĩa maica rũraya mahana ũrĩa maica is the land of milk and honey no menya rũraya twoĩ America titaraithie tũtwamenyire mabũrũri mangĩ ta Germany, Sweden na nakũ mũndũ oragio where would you like to go? Actually, when I grew up, I want to go to America or UK. Those are the only countries we knew. Over the years, we grew up, we got to know there were other different countries. We got to know there were other different cultures. Nobody ever told you there is more to life than just going to America.
Yeah, you know.
And then we were...
Yeah.
And then we were made to believe that our country is so poor. But if we don't try to get out of it, we are going to die here poor. And that is not the chance.
Imagine, badala ya hata if you go to school, they show you like, oh, Kenya is a beautiful country. You can still make a life here. They just tell you how much America is better than Kenya. And you know, and how like you will not thrive here, and so you're like, what the fuck am I doing here? Let me get out. Like, let me get the heck. Yeah, there's yeah, urathiĩ kuna wĩna kwanyu. Oh, hello, hello, I'm here.
Oh,
unanisikia? Yeah, they sell you a pipe dream. And then it's a pipe dream. Unakuja huku US, realize US ni kama tu kukua Uarabuni. It's kind of like being in Saudi Arabia because the systems are huku, they are racist. So they don't want you in the system. They want you out of the system so that they can exploit you. Nobody is telling you that about the US when you're here. You know, like when you're moving here, is that if you go looking for a job, they can discriminate you with your qualifications just because you have an accent or because you have, or just because of your skin. You could be qualified. You have graduated from the same schools as their kids. So obviously you're on the same level, right? But they'll just say no to you because of discrimination. That's like, ni kama Saudi Arabia. It's kind of like just being in the Arab world, the way they'll just be discriminating. So yeah, it's a painful thing to swallow. So why do they sell that idea of coming to the US? Nobody should be selling an African about an idea of coming to the US. This is a shithole country too. Like,
because they want to make money.
Yeah, I know. Jesus. Alafu, you know how you are. When you set a goal and you decide, okay, I'm going to set a goal, I'm going to make this happen. You know, you can make things happen by setting a goal. But this is why I don't like, stop making people set goals that don't favor them. You know, like who is it benefiting if I move to the US? Nobody, not even me. So why am I moving? You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm here. Long story short, I'm here. Nothing has changed, and I'm almost 40. Okay, sawa basi. We will figure out how this next decade is going to go. Because hey, time waits for no man, so we'll figure out how this decade is going to go. But hey,
no. Nikiria, bado no tuliwira thaici.
oh, hiyo na ndiraigua guthie wira kurutira mundu wira ngaigua ka gutahika. Ndiraigua ngirant. Oh, don't you scare this nikirant the whole time about how jobs here suck. Jobs za huku ni za ujinga. Kuandikirwo wi. Okay, first they pay you less. Hakuna huku people have to work so long, so much, so that they can just make rent. Okay? And so anybody who's telling people at work-life balance, they're lying to them. Diana, in your wewe tu na education you have and your experience that you have, ushaisikia employer anakuambia I care for your work-life balance. Arakwira atiriri, I will care for your mental health at my expense. Anataka it's a lie from the pits of the hell of the devil. Americans see my stress, the employers, they get very stressed because of employers, and then these employers are trying to tell them, oh, our work-life balance. He has no intention. At the go provider are you and your family.
Work-life balance.
Henio. Follow the lie. People like to be lied to. It helps them feel a little better.
Of course, you need to feel a little better sometimes. No, what would you do? Have you ever thought of that?
Mimi, you don't have to have a lot of money. Kwambĩrĩria ta Mkenya, wherever utaanza, you start. Hey?
How now?
Ũgwĩka atĩa ũngĩ? Like everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh? Like everybody else. Hakuna mtu special. You know, like I think, and that's the lie. Like, where Syria at you're any special because you're coming from the US. You're not.
Yeah.
Waumagarĩte gwetha maica makĩrema ũgĩcoka mũciĩ na wenderee na mohio. Kũrĩa ngima ta mũndũ ũrĩa ũngĩ. You eat together. Yeah?
It's good, you know that. Na tondũ channel ĩno ya nĩreka atĩ ndũrĩ watia kũrĩhwo ni YouTube gũkĩra mbeca marĩhaga mũndũ. When you get to over 1,000 followers.
But watch time lazima ifike 3,000 hours.
Oh.
Alafu kai nilisikia YouTube wana demonetize watu. Na mwakathie njethe video ciakwa ciothe iria ciĩna kakĩndũ ka copyright weherie. But anyway, I also have my coaching class. Coach mental health. Nitakupea hiyo class uende through mamekira active. Niguo wikire reviews.
That's right.
Yeah, wikire reviews. Wow. Ndonire atiriri. Unajua huku me what I went through. You got personally what I went through. Me, I lost my parents when I was 6 years old. Unaona? And I went into an orphanage, and living in an orphanage, it's a difficult life. Unaona? But they did not have any kind of mental health support. Zero. You don't. Even most schools in Kenya, they don't have mental health support at all. So for me, I didn't like. unajua venye mtoto ana need guidance, you don't have your parent there, and you don't, and that void is not being filled by anybody, and nobody is helping you with your mental health completely. Me, I have seen that destroy my family, destroy other people. I have seen it, yani, destroy so many people. At least a lot of people here in the US, hata wanaweza sema, oh, I went to school and there was counseling and the social worker at school helped me. Or at least they can say things. Most Kenyans cannot say that they had somebody guiding them. Hata when you lost your mom, Diana, did anybody guide you through that kind of a pain and shock?
No.
We are.
You're not more special than the other students. So even if you're going through mental stress, nobody actually tries to walk you through it.
Yeah.
When you become a rebellious teenager because you've lost your parents, they don't even try to help you. They just tell you you're not special. You stop acting up. You stop pretending you're important. Yeah.
Hell. Yeah, I know. They put you through even more mental health anguish. So like, sometimes you look at yourself, you're like, aki si kujiua. I didn't jump off a fucking bridge. Yani, I just took it in. You know, that's what I did. So me, that's what made me study mental health and create a mental health class. You know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of black people, okay, Africans, me venye mi najua from my experience growing up in Kenya, nitatoa kasmile. Growing up in Kenya is that there's very little mental health help, and the only people offering mental health help kidogo ni hawa, these preachers. Go easy makanisa.
Make the situation worse.
Yeah, yani they are uneducated. The only thing wanajua ni kukuja kukuletea gospel. Now, let me tell you, sometimes the gospel, if it's being taught by somebody who has no understanding about mental health, they will make it worse.
Yeah.
You know. So that's why I created my mental health class. If you don't know, at least you understand mental health for yourself. And then you can figure out your life pole pole kidogo on your own, because out there's so much mess. Kuna watu tu, they will mess your life.
Kabisa. Ukarudi huku nje, it is a jump. Out here is a jump for my friend.
Usipojichukia. Kai.
If you're not careful,
hawana huruma. Kai. Me, I have had stories at girls, they're coming obviously from abusive homes, dysfunctional life. They go to the pastor starts sleeping with them. Sasa anashindwa, nimeenda to the man of God anisaidie, and ameanza kulala na mimi, making your situation worse. Yani, this is how corrupt, terrible the life has become. Imagine modo okete anakuja kwako in confidence, umsaidie, mimi ndivyo na
hakuna msaada unapatanga kanisani. Ile kitu kile utakompia keweheria tewandika ni zote hizo kema head.
Ohetetia jera okahetia.
Hiyo kwa chakari mwana ni nile Canada. Sasa sinapo dekania nile Canada. I was going through so much mental problems when I had head colors. Head color is not small. So I was going through problems. I am suffering financially. I'm suffering mentally. I didn't get that mental guidance. I did not have the guidance. Ndivyo past that. No, I told you kana my mosia kaino kwa kana nedu kana neheju.
Guy,
I swear, Karibu, what has that got to do with the fact that I came here for guidance?
Yani, neo guidance arakuhe. You see, I mean, ni guidance anakupatia, but that's the level yenye ako. And uhetetie njira muno.
What has that got to do with me coming here, Kejera? I say, when you're less angry.
Riu agakugaslight. Sasa anakugaslight. Sky noma. Ino nä thä ndä rakwä niä nä kä o njä ra I created this class nä guo ndå kahätie njä ra å thiä na kå u gä ciragia kwä ra gå kå ihå ire arogi atunyani ahoragani ndå kanahenio ndå kahenio
anything that you could think of that is bad, you get it here in the world with human beings.
Yeah, and it's everywhere. Mi wambia watu, it's even here in the United States. Ndukehenie muno, ndugathie ate uhitie njira.
I mean, I'm honestly convinced that animals tend to behave better than human beings because people with actual brain cells behave like proper reasoning, behave like animals.
Yani mimi exactly like yani mimi hey binadamu mimi imeniremas nimeremwo kabisa kai ate mo kai ate mo
those who help themselves.
Kai mimi sasa hiyo ndio kitu ninachukia about Kenya, you know that yani umalaya imefika so in a high like Kai yani mtu haezi ona tu haezi respect tu msichana anaona tu
no
guy.
And it's gotten even worse now over the years. Like, okay, I'm blaming. No, okay, I rate my statements because they're not making them any better.
See, the other day kulikuwa na debate. Wanasema okay, niye dena a different perspective. Todo unaona niko like watu wana complain ati when our traditions za Wakikuyu ni mbaya ati because kuna dowry. Nashindwa mimi si mind dowry. Ona hata ukiitishwa 100 cows bora unaoa msichana mzuri, msichana kama Kala hana mambo mob, ni mtulivu. Hata ukiitishwa 100 cows peleka. You know why? Because kama slay queen unalipa slay queen. Bana usilipe dawari. Kwani kama unanunua maziwa mbona usinunue ng'ombe? Mbona usinunue ng'ombe? Kama unaenda kwa street unaweza nunua kuma hivyo kama unanunua mkate. Mbona usinunue ng'ombe mzuri? Watu wasinilete. Hakuna igakaire tugaku wega mundu enda guka hau omwire nie ndirenda riri ndirenda uracie wega ndukerwo ni mundu ati mami wanyu ndaracirie koguo bra you don't care whatever niarehe wene amelea huyo mtoto amemchunga amechungiwa bibi in all this Nairobi kwenye watu wako na kumdudu na everything alete alikuwa nadhani anachungiwa na nani bibi yake in the future mtu hamletei trauma akwende huko arete koguo ndari na reason ucio mutire kirathi kimwe akwende atembee na Yesu
ona no wachega wachiro niende mwera umenya wathi kuhenio na kuja see you become a wife to somebody who has no intention of wanting you ukuteseka
kama anataka mwanamke mzuri hana mwanamke hakai tu hao slay queens, you know, ana beta kuwe tu na slay queens ndivyo mtu ajue value yake, mtu amenye value mtu ajue value yake. Kama unataka mwanamke wa kununuliwa na mkate, unajua value yako, upitie hapo
women are many. You can pick whichever one you want. If you want a cheap one, go for that cheap one.
Exactly.
If you want a proper woman.
But let's not pretend it's a monetary system. Na watu wamemonetize vitu zingine hawafai kumonetize. So, ukitaka kukuja na heshima na unataka bibi ufanye what they have traditionally done. Good women cost you more. Hata ukikuja huku US, good women, you know, they cost you more. That's it. That's it. Ukiitishwa 100 cows and you really want that good woman, take those 100 cows. Shida yako. Kipendacho roho ni dawa. Pole sana. Mimi sina huruma siku hizi. It's the way it is. Ndivyo
people don't like kugaramia. That's what I'm looking for. They don't like kugaramia kitu kiukia for kwa they try to find loopholes of where they can manipulate women into doing service for.
Exactly, but tukiloa value ya msichana mzuri, kila mtu atakuwa slay queen. Hai?
Ndio.
Hiyo ndio society tunataka kubuild.
No. Yeah, I don't want to be part of that society.
Yeah.
I do not want to.
Goma mudheri. A satanic. Ni ushetani pekee. Hurting people, causing trauma.
And mental anguish.
Kama unataka bibi, ufuate the proper channels that other men have done for you in the past, wamefanya, na uheshimu that direction. Wanakujanga hapa kudanganyilia wasichana. Kukuwa slay queen umedanganywa kabisa. No koro mutumia mwega mheshimika, mbona una choose kukuwa slay queen? Guy.
They are just trying to find the easy way out. It's called finding the easy way out.
Ushinde umefanya kazi mingi kuplease mwanaume. Nani anataka hiyo kazi? Ni nitaenda kuandikwa. Don't employ me. Don't employ me. Ati kufanyia wanaume kazi ni ndikwenda. Kama kuikara tu nyumba ne broke peke yangu.
Okay, so it is a much safer option.
Sina, nikikaa home and I'm broke, sina pressure ya kutengeneza nywele ama kucha, niko sawa.
Thank you.
Ala. It's a win for me. It's a win. It's a win for me. Mbona ninashinda ati nikae nje, ati niende, ati nipe makeup, ati niangalie kama mtu atanipea. I don't care. Niko sawa. Nikiora bora muturire wakwa.
in one place and you will go home and be handed. So you will borrow money the rest of the month and then you will keep all you ever do is rotate in debt, until you're trying to have a good life.
Ati you can't be a gold digger if nobody has gold. Hakuna. You can't convince yourself people have gold and they don't have gold. Sila Queen mwanamke mjinga sana.
I know.
Ndoikare thĩ ũgũrwo.
Utige maũndũ maingĩ.
Atige maũndũ maingĩ.
Andũ matirenda gweterera nĩ manonire nĩ gweterera nĩ kuona tarĩ.
Ndoikare thĩ ũgũrũ. And it's better tondũ rĩu mũndũ ũrakũgũra nĩ ũramũ assess value yake. Wasichana walikuwa wanasema ati mambo ya dawari ni mbaya. Mimi ndirarigwo kando maracokia hakiri thutha. This is
I think because they are trying to get out of paying dowry, they try to now make it look like, oh, you're not getting value for our money. But you see, the thing is, you go collecting girls from the bar or whenever, I'm not saying that the girls in church are eating more better. But and then when you go to her home, you find that for my sour and they want bigger dowry, and then you start complaining that they are charging too much dowry. At the end of the day, so then when you go to their home, they know kasichana ketu
atĩ nĩ kega kena body count ya 100 na karetha atĩ mũrenda atĩ ng'ombe 100. Na mũretia ng'ombe 100 kaire. Ona ni ndingĩenda. Ona ni ndingĩoya hau ndaemio. Ti kairetu kega ta kala gaitũ. Nĩ kĩiretu we. Nĩ kĩiretu we. Arabu warogota ũguo ningĩ ũraka gũtwĩra haha atĩ. Ona.
The best thing you can do for yourself is give yourself a good repertoire and be the kind of woman that you would admire. Don't be the kind of people that will look down on you.
The first thing ni kujipenda, because anafika point like hatutamkotaza, she will start wanting to fall in love and all that. But fall in love with yourself first. Neguo umenye make the good life awaiting you. Ndukareke mũndũ amĩmess. Love yourself first, because you can't sabotage yourself when you love. Nikiweka hiyo class free. Wire kala. Bara tu, I make sure that's the first class amechukua. We want to break cycles. We need to break cycles.
I cannot let you go through what I went through. What I went through is my own life, is my own experience. Na ni tondu itari na mundu wa kuniguide, no tondu mademu oyo maguteithie kana gakoda guthaitha madagutandikira ngothi ya nyukwa cia thiini. Don't follow in my footsteps. Tondu thina uria ndite na ni wonete, unless ndwendete ni kuongienda kwigerera. Na ni atikuga ati ndiendete ni kuri itari na guidance.
Exactly.
But now that I know better, I will guide you. Now go through it every day. You are loved. I love you. Matumwera kai ona tigwiciria kwi mwana ona kai ona tigwiciria kwi mwana thino uyu riendetwo ni nyina toria njithaga ngiinira kana nigetha aikarage akimenyaga you're not a mistake. It was my, these are you having you is the consequences of my actions, and I do not regret them. But then again, I do not want you to go through
break the cycle, todo.
Yeah.
Alafu, Diana, in so many ways you've broken the cycle. Nirona, niwathomithia mwana nginya nginya form 4. You know, you're not the kind of parent who wasn't there. We umekuwa present for your kids through and through. You're not the kind of parent who is not there. So in ways that you've broken the cycle, you've been there for her, so she has to be there for herself. Like usikawai ever welcome to anyone above you. Anyone above you. Evil too, that's the voice of God. Ona Ngai ndendaga mũndũ ũngĩ akĩmũcagũra above him. We nĩkĩ ũngĩtũma mũndũ ũngĩ agũcagũre above you? Never.
Always choose yourself first.
Above anybody else, love yourself. Na uelewe vizuri what that means. Uelewe examples. You come with the examples. Kama unanipenda na mimi unataka tuoane na tukae nyumba mzuri, tanyonia evidence. Naona siari yako. Umeongea na wazazi wangu, umenishow uko na mtu unaheshimika, nionyeshe first. Otherwise, I'm out of here. You know, mwakokoro emotionally smarter than people. Where? They will manipulate you.
Kwanza hiyo ya manini, hiyo kwanza hiyo story ya manipulation ndio mwarageria muno uhoro wayo kamwira you keep watch for the red flags and the signs, because the signs they're always there. They don't even try to hide them. Tikienda kana kaeni na tuatirikie mwesirikire.
Hii kwanza uliajo wanaume Kenya wanarukanga. Wanarukanga ball. Kuruka mara moja mbili ona niodo automatic. No mwaka you be very careful todo makugarurukaga ndagika. The rate at which men just turn on you after you get pregnant is amazing.
Right.
Huh? The rate at which men turn on you once you get pregnant. Guy. There and there, I don't know.
It moves at the speed of lightning.
The speed of light. Dirakwira.
The speed of light.
They turn on you at the speed of light. Once you're pregnant, it's like, woof, what the hell? Who is this person? I didn't even know you. Kumbe uko hivi. Hey. Guy.
Guy, do you know he did not even respond? No, we will see what we will do about it. On our song, yes, we will see a canwa that he go to the Kenya canwa.
Guy. Ukarigwa wedo you what? Then you did I imagine agi? You wonder, was I asleep? Even mapenzi yote, was it a dream? Was I asleep? Yani unashindwa kwani kulikuwa kunaendaje? Kada diete thoko. Okarigwa kora diete thoko kwao. Gwetha muthuri. Kumbe he is turning on you at the speed of light. You don't know. But he's going to turn on you once you say you're pregnant. Woi, imeisha. It's game over. What? Oh, wait. Recite that. Mungu ni mwema. God is good. Itagwo grace is sufficient for you. Mungu husema my grace is sufficient for you. I don't know if muthako, but he says it. Says his grace is sufficient for you. Kai mi Diana nimekuwa nikifanya sit-ups na hizo mavitu za tumbo. Where? I'm telling you, it starting to work. Oh, my friend. To sit-ups, nitorabia ko shape my body. Kai, ni anatikonora ora bonore tani tarere. Ikitumbo, so kitumbo, you know. Sometimes too. Okay, see tumbo kubwa, but too like sometimes I bloat, and then inakuwa like inakuwa tu maneno zingine, but at least daisi no jekere tokuo jigwe, you know. Rona oria kala gekira gatokuo we ukona tuwe kana kauwe. Kamwire kau ni kara. Kara bring. Katari na ona kwehereria ke kana ke. It's just bringing. What did I do? Kala, it's bringing. Kala gekira gaguo kaigwa yo. Yes. Anakaa Coca-Cola bottle. Ni Gen Z. Neo maratia. Ni Gen Z ndio wanatigias. Your time is gone, grandmother. Your time imeisha. You're old. Guy kala kurare kede nere damenya. Kairetu. Yeah, you are something else. You are old, my friend. Guy nida kora. Nida dera to so. Tigawe. Me? I'm already a grandmother. Hey, you think you're a joke? You are a sister in a way, Kairetu. Oh, Hannah, show. Literally. Guess this, your mahani. Oh, Hannah, show. Oh, the reality of the matter. The reality. The reality is this also. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. No, kizazi kimekwambia ujaona social. Nige sisi no kinahe ni yani direro huo gona desrim. Hayai.
not because that he actually went on and up on one day, and then you know what, in that case, it was all about Monica, what's this, Monica, what's that, I want this, I want that. Everything I ever did, it was Jana Monica, Hannah Modo, Jana Monica, Jana Monica, then boy, I hope that. No matter how we meet, you're way hopeless, you're not a day for God, day here, then you're boy who can come with a day by day. So my dad is for the last 18 years. At one point, I never had the option. I said, no, they die for a photo. No matter what happens, I figure shit out of my own.
Tamaka, the constant, nina to feel, the constant survival mode. Mine bwana. Ndivyo nilikuwa nasema this morning Uganda rant, when I was ranting, ninasema tunakuanga tumedanganywa ati systems ni mzuri, motherhood is good, tunadanganywa marriage is good. Nilikuwa nasema tunadanganywa tu, and we fall for this shit kabisa, you know. Tuambiwi ni mtu so nilikuwa nasema it's all a lie. They are trying to tell us, yani kutuweka into these systems, it doesn't work for everybody. Kupata watoto doesn't work for everybody. Tusidanganyane. You know, like maybe I knew that I don't have parents, right? I don't have parents. If I have a kid, it's only me and that kid. Peke yangu. You know, and I knew that hata sikulelewa in a family. I was raised in an orphanage. What the heck do I know about raising kids? About the systems? And nikaona tu ni stress, huyo mtoto nitamstress na nitajistress. You know, nika decide, you know, it would be nice to be a mom. It's a joy, but I won't find it joyful.
No, not a support system.
You will know. Yeah, and some people are kind of like, okay, maybe I'll get to 40, I won't have kids. That's okay, because Nicole, like, you know what? Not everybody was meant to have that life. Maybe I probably from the very start, I wasn't meant to have a family, not yenye nilizaliwa in, not the one I create. Labda that's my fate, and I should just accept it. Okay? Bwana nishinda nikifight fate. Because the truth of the matter is, when you're born an orphan, who wants to marry you? Who wants to marry an orphan girl? Nani? I haven't seen. Because me, I don't bring anything to the table for any man. You bring the table. This is the table. I don't. It's like, usiniletee stress. Now I have to think about things to bring to the table. Pole sana. Bye. I couldn't. Like.
Not only when it comes to motherhood, but even when it has to do with things like relationships in marriage. I say,
Exactly. Like men will use that against you in a marriage that, okay, you don't have family, like they'll use that against you. Like you can, like where are you going to go to so that they can mistreat you because you don't have family. Yeah, so I was like, Mimi, I don't bring anything.
That is something that people use. I never expected it to be something that people can use against you.
Humans are wicked, nakwambianga. People are wicked. People are wicked. Me, I wanted to be like me. I don't want to have kids for anybody because I don't have a support system. Because I know the moment I get that baby, I will see the other side of you. And I don't want to see that side. And I don't want my baby to see that side of another person. Ati mwenye anafaa kukua ati this is the father of my child. I was like, heck no. Where?
Having a child was a good idea. No, at least I did a good job. At least I can say with all my chest.
But all in all, afadhali you spent your time with your child that you love. Then, let's say you are in a place, like, let's say tuseme kama you spent the last 18 years, let's say ulienda Uarabuni kufanya kazi and you spent time with all these people that you don't like, you would not have loved your life the last 10 years. You know. So you spend time with the people you loved, your kids. That's a worthwhile, your life worthwhile. 100%. At least if you are struggling to keep people you love alive. No, at all. Not at all.
Yeah, it is not a life wasted, but to some extent, I feel like my youth was taken away from me. That's all I never got to do. There were so many things. You know, in Canada, the way I was wild and all over the place. There is so much I wanted to do and I never got to do because when the parenting came in, now I had to decide, okay, I cannot do those things anymore. So I have to be an adult.
And the things, yeah.
I feel like I ended up being an adult way too early.
Like it gives you no choice at all when you have a kid to raise. It's kind of like, where? You know, because survival mode, I'm not even here to survive for myself. I'm here to survive for somebody else.
I think that is the thing that makes me feel most disappointed. I was not surviving for myself. I was living, everything I've done in the last 18 years, I've done entirely for someone else.
Motherhood, kuna real sacrifices that you make as a mother.
But then again, I am grateful of am I not happy that she's here and I'm with her? I've done a good job.
Kweli, you've done a good job. Mimi, you've done a great job.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah. And that's not, you know, ni life ni yako, Diana. There'll never be two other Dianas who will live your life and have your life experience. You know, life yenye umeishi ni yako peke yako. It's beautiful, it's special, it's you. You know, it's your life. You know, hakuna mtu atakuja apate the same kids you had. And, you know, like, nobody will come and have the same kids you have the same circumstances that you had. It's your own beautiful life and it's divine and it's beautiful.
Exactly. No, I'm like, no, it was worth it. And because now I have a very beautiful best friend who we gossip about other people we know. And then she bitches about the people she doesn't like, and then because she's my shit, I'm like, yeah, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you.
there is beauty in your life, like, and that's so personal, ni kitu mtu hata hawezi explain, you know, but it's so personal to you and you love that, you know. So
Exactly.
like hizo ndizo vitu, for me I see that matter more than so many other things out there, because where will you get another best friend like that ever?
But easy. And for the one that I know will never ever betray me. But it's a mode, okay, go on the Akuria TikTok at the, if you were to choose your children to commit a crime with, who would you pick? Ellen is like, okay, I know you picked your second one, but why? In my head I was like, no, it's my what you don't get on that boy is going to snitch on you. You can't compare that for you.
A good mom knows his kid, knows her kid. Nĩ ũramenya haha no gũtoge mwaki ihenya. Hata ndaramenya nĩ gũkũrũga arakũrũga, no gũkũrũga.
He is a storyteller.
Before umenye nĩ ugire nginya marĩa ũtakwagĩrĩirwo kuga, like shit. You already threw me under the bus like 10 minutes ago, na hata hukujua. Hata haijakuhit.
I do not want.
Like, I think kuna wisdom, there's wisdom that you get over time and you're like, oh shit.
Yes, you true.
Yeah, there's me husema wisdom is God. Like when the Bible says the word is God, and you can imagine the word gives you wisdom. For me, that's what I see as God. You know, that your wisdom ni God. Kuleta watu kumove on na your life, you know. Make the best out of what you have right now and being grateful. Like that wisdom is God. Utafanya nini ingine tena? Go live your best life.
Maybe I cannot. Yeah, I believe I have lived my best, even with all the mistakes I made along the way. I have lived my best life, and I've done it my way. Was it the best way? No, but I did it to the best of my knowledge, the best of my ability, and so far so good.
Yeah, alafu kuangalia back how far you've come. Never. Yeah.
I'm not even on an order. And how would you're a survivor? I'm not a survivor. I am a freaking warrior. Survivors are victims. I'm not
exactly.
I am a warrior.
You're thriving. Your survivor mode uliachana nayo. Now you're thriving. Your kids wamemaliza kusoma. Like what the hell? What are you talking about surviving? This is thrive mode. Survive on your own. Yeah, I'm not a survivor, girl. I made it. Where? Me hakuna kitu. You said something that I really appreciate. You said, Mimi, I hate people. I'm trying to give them my life story, and then they're wako hapo, they're trying to make me feel like, oh, sorry, you've been through so much. Like, fuck, I wasn't telling you so that.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah, I don't see it that way, and I'm not here so that you can pity me. Okay, fine, I lost my parents. I'm not the only person in this life when you grow up an orphan. I'm not the only one. Okay?
Exactly.
So, like, usikuje hapa kunihurumia.
I don't need your pity.
Yeah, your pity is not needed.
No.
But if you have $5,000,
hey, why not share? Why not shout of the mercy of your heart?
You have $5,000. Zipitishie hapa, please. Usinilete hapa your pity. What am I supposed to do with your pity? You know? Mm?
I know.
Take it away. Hata maombi zako. Out. Nitajiombea.
Makaa.
Nitajiombea. Mimi mwenyewe nitajiombea. Adwaria, watu wenye they pity you, they want you to be in survival mode. Me, I'm not in survival mode.
In victim mode.
Yeah, in victim mode. Where do you want me to go with that shit?
And then after I victimize myself.
Yeah, don't pity me at all. Me, I'm not a victim of life. Life is very square with everyone. Everybody gets dished out some pain. Somewhere, somehow down the line, everybody will have some pain. So don't come here victimize me. Me, I'm not a victim. I'm not a survivor.
I am a conqueror.
I'm a conqueror. I'm a warrior.
I am a warrior. I am a conqueror. I am not a victim of anything.
Yeah, life brings me shit. I say bring it on.
Exactly. Life gave me lemons. I drank it with a shot of Bacardi. And then chased it with a bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
So I am okay.
Yeah, life gives me shit. I say bring it on. Bring it on. Tuone who will survive, you or me.
The reason I am proud of myself is I know there are people, if they had been put in my circumstance, they could not have survived. That is one of the reasons I am very proud.
Imagine, me, I would not have survived. Me nakwambia, Diana, you're way stronger than me. Because Mimi, I know 100%. I could not. Singeweza, Diana. How could I have done it? Me, I could not. I could not have raised 2 kids on my own. Like, I could not. I know, me siwezi, I'm not that strong.
Now, when I twitch so flawlessly, you think I have done this before.
Yani, you don't lose your patience. I never see you kind of like getting mad. You know, kuna watu, they get mad, they beat their kids, they shout. You're still very kind, loving, yani sweet to your kids. Mimi, I tell you, me, mashida zenye ningekuwa nazo, I would have lost my mind. Mama, Mimi, I know 1000%. Ingeni break kabisa. Where?
Maybe I did not let it get to Hannah Mudela, and from the beginning on the way to the if I could get a chance and to do it again, now that I am wiser. Okay, that's a lie. And you're going on and on, yes, and I get out of the the way you take care of your children so well, there's no way the only reason I take good care of my children is because they did not ask to be here.
Yeah.
They did not ask to be here. So whether I like it or not, it is my duty as the person who brought them here.
Now, Aki, where you are so mature, una akili timamu in a way that it shocks me how woke. Yani, you can see things clearly. Like, hey, I brought them here. I may not have wanted to, but heck, I did. So I'll take care of them. But shit, if I had to do it again, hell no. Like, hell no.
No, exactly. Thank you. If I had to do this all over again, hell to the fucking no. Don't understand holy. Because they did not ask to be here. Imagine Kevin Rituano. You didn't have a calamono, at a mode like a mystery to Monanke, a Karake Monake, a Karake Monake, at the all in the name of keeping up. Me, do you know all my life, the only reason I've refused to be in a relationship, let's already put like those dangerous situations.
Yeah.
What would I say to him like such a place? And they did not ask, thought you ruined my life. Why do I mean I saw you forget? You know that statement does not even make sense. Oh, let us be honest. No matter how the people have one and Yamago have the guy, they do a photo deeper.
Exactly, that's what, I mean, the moment you open your legs, I think you should be signing in for, I might get pregnant, I might have kids, naweza pata hata kamdudu. The contract, is the contract you're signing. Thank you. Thank you.
That was you signing a contract that completely ruined your life.
It's so unfair.
You have no one else to blame but you.
It's so unfair blaming a child at this kid ruined my life. It's so very unfair to blame a child for ruining your life. When your child took you to that man, your child forced you to take off your clothes. Because this is not an emergency. Huh? This is not an emergency. You're, kuna P2, kuna emergency, hiyo ya emergency pill. Your child told you not to take one.
You know, there are those women who tell themselves if they give birth to a child for a man, the man will love. No, he will not want you.
If that nigga didn't love you, if that nigga didn't love you before you opened your legs for him, he's not going to love you. Well, back to live in fantasy world. Live in fantasy.
Actually, there's someone who said we are the ones who like women. We lie to ourselves that we're in relationships when you're clearly not. This is a time I was having a conversation with someone I used to be, and we were arguing. I don't know that he did that to embarrass me or to just make me look stupid, but give that. But we were arguing about the time we were together. We had been together for like a year, and then but we were dating. Okay, you are dating. You are dating yourself. They at 21 point that way that me and you are dating. Now I was on the show. Oh my God, the level of disrespect for you to say that.
Guy, that is very disrespectful. Yani,
but then again, that is the mistake we make where we give ourselves titles of girlfriends and wives.
Oh yes, Mimi, I have seen this. Mimi, I have seen this delusion. Okay, women, they have these come we stay relationships. Now I have seen it like easy interviews, like you see, like Medaya Kagoni, like they bring these interviews. Ati women are say, ati we were married. Okay, when you press on, they just moved in together. You moved in with a guy and you call that marriage. Like the level of delusion.
And he did not even have the decency to maybe it's just going to get free labor. Oh my God, you're living with someone who is not married to you. You're doing free labor. So you will be cooking and cleaning his clothes and even giving him children.
Free labor, emotional labor.
And it is not even on girlfriend budget. No, he has not even told you that you're my girlfriend.
Why you jumped into conclusion?
He got a roommate, you got yourself in a relationship.
Nema, it's true. Yeah, you can't. If he wants a roommate, he'll treat you like a roommate. Me, I have seen that so many times. I'm like you're calling yourself a wife. You're not married. what am I missing here?
And to make matters what we are what we are model here na tano we na my cousin kaile tu boga na miaka 20k 24 25 26 we have ka hiri ro mu ne ro ri de so mi ha na o ya ko model yo we na to see already and as ya na ile na miaka 26 can you believe no se kinya tare ya kinya kora sia wow even of common decency
Ucio agateo guteo o ihinda ria muico no guteo.
That is something I know for a fact.
Any?
Imagine after we they are staying together for 3 years.
3 years.
In those 3 years, you gave birth the first time. No matter what, then I would have better on a matikara nagino. She was struggling with kama umbwa.
Yeah.
When that man was living his best life, they actually was here. I think at the end when you when go on because I'm not throwing a baby shower, I cover on your back, this I can wake up for. Within 1 year, one I can only one in the oil after I can hear more power carry, already around here, a car. So you can imagine that man has trapped her in his house with 2 children below the age of 30.
Men do that to trap you. And Ajua, if you have 2 kids with him, yani, if that nigga goes anywhere, he knows that if he goes anywhere, he can do whatever. He'll still come back to you because you'll be like, he's my baby daddy. Mimi, Mimi nakwambia, if I have 2 kids with you and you're not taking care of those kids, let me tell you, I'll leave you to starve there. Starve to death. Me, I wouldn't one day actually wake up and think, oh, he's my baby daddy. Nani, Mimi. Woo, you will see fire coming from heaven.
Don't come to our house carelessly.
Yeah, like my kids don't know you. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know you.
He's just using you to make himself look good because you're a trophy when you're young. When they don't say, do you think she'll get the same treatment?
Let me tell you, 99% of come we stay relationships, they don't last. They just don't last. Because first of all, ata kuachana, it doesn't take much to walk out. You just take your bed and your clothes and you just get out. That's the end of this. So why would somebody want to walk through all the hoops and all the things when they can just walk out? But if you're married to somebody and the government knows it, unajua, if you walk away from here, mimi nachukua shamba, nachukua gari, it'll be like, okay, fine. Okay, let me think about this a little bit for 2 seconds. But he marriage ya come we stay. And then people call yourselves a wife. You are in such a bad situation because the only way you keep that man is to not be yourself. Now you have to pretend to contort yourself into something that you don't even recognize to keep this nigga, and he'll probably still walk away from you. It's not a way to live your life. Hakuna, there's no joy. There's no joy. There's no joy. Na ndari arakuhikia. Ndari arakuhikia, it's all in your head.
She's a wife all in her head. All in her head.
And you have the delusion ati kuringia watu wengine. You think you're married but you're not.
Hata bado kuna kazi yetu alifanya hivyo the same thing. Sema miaka hata kitu Eliana siana ingine nini zaidi hata ni yake utawera wapo wa masi ndio hata kuweka even though moturi ni ara thank bado kuna siana but you see had she made better decisions. Anyway, it's not my place to judge. each to their own.
To each their own. But anyway, it's life. It's life.
Don't take you to each their own. Almost like a copy that on a year or two that change it. And okay, you have to do them. You don't know, or you might come up with it. No, 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 you don't really keep Canada.
Gotire modo, mi hakuna mtu hii dunia anaweza kukuringia ati maisha yake ni perfect. Let me tell you. Even the richest man on the world, unasikia lately venye stock market yake imeenda chini. Kwendi arari igoro rewethe. Arari haya. Kumbe mpanda ngazi hushuka. If the richest man can go through problems and a week of nightmare, maybe a month or two, this life is fair. Where you live, where you are, just to know.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen to anyone. You know, you will have your own ups, you will have your own downs. When people want to kuchekelea in your own down, just know they will not stay up forever. Nobody stays.
Same to you.
Nobody stays up forever. It's the equalizing force called life.
It has to balance. It has to balance it out.
Kama it can balance gravity. Gravity is in balance. Sawa, my friend. Well, thanks for connecting. Nimekumiss. My friend, give me money. Nitanyama. Give me money. You will see me talk. We mathina makiragia mundu. Ukamba you kunyamaza it.
I understand.
Ndukamarĩrĩrie maingĩhe. Matiendaga kũgwetwo rĩtwa. Ndũrenda maciarane tondũ kwĩ indo ũtendaga ciciarane. Mathina is not, you don't need to talk about it.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's why you
When you want to kill something, you starve it. You starve it of all your energy.
Nikio mundu akiraga akamenya ino ti season ya kwaria ino ri the season you shut your mouth.
At least we will keep in touch more.
Sawa. No wega nirushie nie ndingithora bete thaa ici nirushie tu nicio mbia even you my subscribers, you know, if you have 50 bob, Rusha reads this direction, you like my channel. Okay, love you, good night.
Bye. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye guys, bye, love you.